Hey everybody, this is the boys here, Solar Edge, doing another episode of podcast. It has been a while. It's been a while since we've been in the basement.
We had to catch up on life a little there.
Oh, holy shit, dude! Like, what we had, 2 feet of snow, and life started ending.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? How you guys been doing?
Well, I mean, after digging my car out, everything's great.
Oh, you also got dildoed.
Yeah, but that happened a while ago.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
What about you? How you been doing, Luch?
Yeah, I've been doing, man.
You been doing?
Not men. I've been doing.
Oh well, that's gonna be clipped.
I just been chilling. I've been doing some things. I got a couple of video edits done. It was literally just 2 of them, because that's how little we've been able to record stuff lately. And if you ask why didn't we record stuff separately on our own for individual tasks, I'm probably just gonna have to tell you it's because I'm lazy. But,
Well, it's also having to do with I had to clean my house and stuff, and it really needed it.
I mean, he may have a valid reason. I just don't. But hey,
We do. I do got some slightly good news.
Huh?
We're up to 60 subs now.
Oh, that's nice.
God, somebody else subbed, you damn idiot. I mean, what?
We're thankful for every single
We're
one
up
of you.
like 3 subs from the last episode we released a month
That's
ago.
even more than I expected. Damn, that's like fucking double, like a little over double of what I said right now. Damn.
Hey, look, if we ever get to 100, that'll be great.
I'm already doubling my expectations.
Let's go. We had a couple of videos this randomly hit like nearly 400 views, like shorts. I think it was the Palworld one that you was like,
Oh,
I'm
man.
giving a monkey a gun or some bullshit.
Because I mean, come on, it's just satisfying.
That whole game is just fantastic.
I know you haven't played it yet.
I haven't played it yet, but we're going to start our discussion today on Palworld. Just so you know, according to Forbes, 2 weeks of Palworld, #1 on Steam.
I understand. I understand entirely.
Holy shit! Like, I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm surprised.
I told you, dude. I told you, day one, that shit was gonna be great. I already knew. This thing was on my radar, like, for a couple of years, where me and Julio were looking through survival craft games, just because we were in a phase of playing a lot of those, right? And we just finished, like, Sons of the Forest, 7 Days, and all these other ones. We did our second run on Raft, where they had finally added all their stuff, and we're itching for another one. And we happen upon trailers and ideas and concepts for Palworld, and we're like, oh, dude, that looks so cool, but it's not out yet. And then when we were doing discussions on one of the pods last time, and I seen that it was finally coming out, I was immediately stoked. I already knew.
I remember saying that it was either going to be great or it was going to be trash. There's no in between, and it came out swinging, and it's great.
Well, yeah.
Oh, man.
It could have easily been messed up if it had like any of the issues most other games do on release, and it still did have its issues. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they've done a recent update though to patch a lot of those, and it's still early access. They let you have it immediately as you load the game up. The game is still early access, and it's still admissible to many great changes in the future.
There's a lot to unpack with Palworld and its success. I think the biggest thing is that I want to say, like, people who are into Pokemon, and I'm not, you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of stagnation in that community or with those games that have been coming out. Because at some, like,
I mean, they've been coming out with fresh ideas. They're just not. They're not as fresh as they could be.
The thing about Pokemon is, up until a point, they have limited themselves. So if you think about it, I think it was 5th gen. They started introducing animated cutscenes, but they were still doing, sprites and stuff like that.
What's the new recent Pokemon?
The recent one is Violet and Scarlet.
Thank you. So I played for Violet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play Pokemon. I buy it because, hey, friends say buy the game, dumbass, and I'm like, okay, fine. I liked it, but holy shit, the optimization of that game is dog shit.
It's better now, but the fact that it took about a year for it to be what it is and just playing it regularly. They had I swear I heard someone talking about, there was a moment in time where while you play the game, the longer the duration that you're playing the game without closing the whole thing out, the slower the movement and the buggier the frames will get.
Huh, that makes sense.
And that's why eventually sometimes it just looked like they were fucking stupid.
Yeah,
fucking
that definitely
Postman
makes
But
sense.
that leads back to my point.
We both ran into that problem.
I think people are gravitating to Palworld in droves. Like, it's phenomenal. Right?
It's already been said by a lot of people. It's a smaller team that made it. It's half the price, and there's like twice the amount of things that you can do in the game with more freedom.
This is like the community of Pokemon players have been dying for something innovative, and Palworld comes out. Certainly, it's not Pokemon, right?
I mean, you could have released the game without the guns, and it still would have sold like this.
Yeah, probably.
No, not probably.
Iffy, because a lot of the people really like the fact that the guns are a part of it, that you can do your choice of, cruelty or not and stuff like that. It really just it's a freedom of the player's choice thing, and that's what they really like. It's not specifically the guns. It's not specifically the identicalness of the Mon and Pals. It's more or less about the freedom of choice and the addition of content.
Yeah.
If Pokemon were to make a response to Palworld of them doing a similar thing minus the guns, like you can do base build or something, if they were to respond but do it with their own faces of their own Pokemon, I guarantee you they could do just as much success.
Oh my goodness, it would sell more.
I want to make
all the Pokemon fans would get together to buy that.
Hot prediction: be the best selling Nintendo product of all time.
Most easily, yeah.
It's just that
I think there's
it's silly to think that they wanted to drag it out as much.
People have wanted a game where you could interact with Pokemon in the real. Well, not in the real, but in the real of the game.
At least in a better way.
In a way where like you see them doing extra stuff,
and
like they do in the anime.
Interactions with your Pokemon on the DS games and stuff was like using the touchscreen that everybody barely used to pet your Pokemon.
Yeah, just like Nintendogs.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep remembering it.
You know what? I pet those dogs more than I pet those Pokemon.
And you can literally build a whole ass organization in Palworld. I mean, we did it. We have one where we can make just about any item.
I haven't played it.
Yeah.
I haven't played it personally. But I've seen a lot of stuff on it. And give me your guys's sorry, I lost my train of thought.
You guys like opinion?
Opinion. I want good and bad.
Okay. Let me start off with the bad, because that way it's easier for me to talk more about the good. Because there's not a lot of bad in my opinion. For a game that's early access, you can expect bugs, but you can also, run into glitches, crashes, stuff like that. Personally, I have not crashed. I have seen a couple glitches, not as much as my good friend here, but in my opinion, the glitches I've seen have been more positive. Getting launched by jumping on top of a pal sphere as you catch something.
Goodness.
You can breed the pals, and sometimes when you put them to breed, the egg will instantly be ready. Even though normally you have to wait a duration time. Other glitches or weird things I've seen. The place I have are base built. If the front gate to the defense wall is closed, all the enemies literally just go into the water right by my base, and then they try and shoot the thing down. I just throw a pal in there, he takes them all out.
Especially one of the Thunder Pals.
Yeah.
Well, you have any negatives? Their week?
Well, I mean, I've had glitches being able to pick stuff up once in a while, but I mostly just attribute that to probably my PC's abilities.
Is there anything wrong with the gameplay loop?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, even modding the game, because I modded it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I do that kind of stuff. Even modding the game, it was still fun. Like running around, being able to do just about whatever I wanted.
Oh, speaking of mods, I saw Nintendo started taking down videos of people modding
Pokemon.
Oh no,
I've been sniping out the Pokemon mods, and now I've seen an article actually just.
I haven't gone that far.
And there was like a meme, like the Drake meme. They're like, not forget the Pokemon memes. It's all about the mods. It's all about the Digimon mods now. And they totally can. They're not going to get away with it for much longer. I doubt either. But like, the thing is, the fans want what the fans want, so they'll do what they want on the
I did one where I could.
There will be some overzealous fans that will bridge the gap for the game developers. It's not the game developers doing it themselves. Other bad things I've noticed in the game, which have been possibly fixed in the update, is depending on the layout of your base, some things cannot be too close to another without messing up the workflow of the camp, or without the pals getting stuck in some structures around the base. Sometimes they get stuck for long enough that they get depressed, hungry, and or break something or fracture something.
So like there's like a path issue, pathfinding.
There kind of is and kind of is. So I normally attribute it to how cramped your space is and how big the pal is, but most of the time everything works fine.
Well, what about some positives? Give me the deets.
I like shooting stupid sheeps in their face.
Catching humans in Power Balls is hilarious.
We have 3 humans and we have them set to ready to be able to be our basically our not the S word. They are indentured servants, shall we say?
Yeah, that's the word.
And we'll release them after they make like 100 hyperspheres each.
Or if you get hungry.
No, that's for our pals, emergency rations.
Yeah, for them.
Because meat fills their hunger meter so much faster. Because there's a satiety meter on them that depends on how hard you're working them and how much you feed them. So there's an item you can craft in game. It's like a podium stand where you can tell them to work, regularly, harder, or inhumanely hard.
Oh.
And I'm not gonna lie, for like about maybe 1 or 2 days, I was like, well, it ain't human. If it ain't human, it ain't inhumane. So crank it to 11, put them to work.
And what's the drawbacks from that?
They can develop eating disorders.
What?
Yes, so they either overeat or undereat.
Oh my god.
They can get depression. They can fracture bones, and they can just become angry and just take naps in the middle of the day.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah, they do that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's funny. I laugh every time because when they get depression, I have to go over to a special storage spot and grab the pills.
What's funny is that there's literally a
medicine too, but it's just funnier when you use the pills.
There's literally a pal called Depresso.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I have to go get my Depresso, his antidepressants.
Jesus Christ.
You can butcher your own pals and or caught humans. You can also sell those humans and caught pals. Yeah, I went to the black market, sold a few humans, and bought a goblin shark.
How much is a human?
Not a lot.
In fact, pals actually cost more than humans.
Yeah, I mean, you can synthesize. This is
so you might find this funny. One on my modded game, I made it to where I could catch humans really easy. So I ran around and catched a bunch of the bad guys, just all of them, as many as I could. And I went to the black market salesman. And I made a bank selling, I don't know, 20, maybe 30, the syndicate thugs. Just
Jesus.
Every single one that came to bother my base, every single one that I met.
So like the slave joke is real.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And I just did it for S and Gs. I did it for S's and Gs because it was funny.
I mean, I can't blame you. I would give it shits and checks too.
Dude, you just have to fuck around and find out sometimes. I can pick. There's a bird in game that you can get an ability with to pick it up and use it like a grenade launcher.
Oh my goodness!
I saw that,
and I was asking myself personally where the fuck the trigger is. But that's amazing. About that. You can pick up a little Firefox and use it as a flamethrower.
Oh, I also glitched it to where I have the first boss from that tower. You know how the ladies... I glitched it where I caught him with her on his back.
Yeah, so their towers... in the towers, they have bosses to each faction. And there's journals in the area of those towers, too. Usually of notes written from those bosses. So there is some world lore. You can actually... I was just finding more about it now. But it actually talks about... stuff like drug abuse. It talks about animal abuse.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No, there's real lore and stuff. Yeah,
it's pretty interesting. I'll probably put a couple excerpts, or maybe we'll do a video one day where we'll just walk through our base and show off the Palworld a little.
You should do a video of Palworld.
No, we've even made a room for you if you decide to play the game.
I will
I
eventually.
was about to say, if you don't, I'm turning it into a bathroom.
Oh yeah, we got bathroom furniture.
Like the toilet.
There's a toilet, a sink, and like,
Is it functional?
I don't know. It just looks cool.
Listen, this is just a testament that we've been doing this pod for a little over 10, 15 minutes, and we've been talking about Palworld excitedly this entire time. If that doesn't give you a small idea of wanting to play the game, just wait till we drop that video. Watch us play a little bit. Fuck around with the idea. If you got Game Pass, go on there. It's free for right now. If you can't crossplay with Steam players, but if you enjoy your time with it, go get it on Steam and play with your friends. You can edit the settings for the world to do increased, experience drops. You can edit the duration of night and time.
Yeah, you can even make it to where you don't drop items when you die. I mean,
so you can play at your own leisure, at your own difficulty, at your own pace of leveling.
You can make it as hard or as easy as you'd like.
The next goal for me and Eric is to make a fucking castle.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be so fun.
That was actually one of my points I was gonna make. Because I have Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
However, when it comes to me, I said this to you guys. Survival games are hard for me to play because I get bored because the ADHD kicks in.
For you, in the aspect of power,
we have a million tasks we
do
could
battles
do.
and raids.
But so because there's no crossplay, for me to play Palworld efficiently or actually get into it, I'll need to buy it on Steam. I really wish that they actually got that figured out beforehand. But
like I said, you could put it to where you have like times 10 XP earned, so that way you don't have to sit there through the grueling parts of holding F and left clicking to break down materials and crap.
Oh my goodness!
And then after a certain point, you could literally delegate all of those tasks
to your pals
back at base while you take your strong ones and enjoy having.
Yeah, we use resource farms and stuff that you can place down.
Because there are caves on map that will appear. There's a time duration and a level next to it. After that time roulette's over, it's basically a dungeon, and it refreshes the dungeon. There's a new dungeon boss. It's a different level, and you could just go around doing those and battling the towers.
It's almost always just a giant.
You don't necessarily have to stay building the entire time. You can gain XP through almost anything in that.
And collecting giant pals is pretty fun.
You could passively gain XP just by chilling in your base while all your pals do the work.
Or doing stuff with us.
Huh.
It's just like, honestly, you can play at whatever speed you want to play at. It's just a matter of how you prefer it.
I'm going to end up having to buy it on Steam.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, you will if you want to play with us.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Do it.
But it's a good game, and I think that if you like Pokemon, if you like survival craft games, and you want something a little fresh, give it a shot.
It is a breath of fresh air.
It's $30.
It's the funnest $30 ever.
$30, and it's a new game. A new game at $30. You know how much? I want to get it so badly.
Are you kidding?
But you know how much Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League is on release?
We're going to talk about that.
$70.
Dude, I want to get Rogue Trader, and the Ultimate Edition of that is $100.
I never want to get Ultimate Editions anymore. It's just cosmetics.
Yeah,
it's cosmetics and soundtracks.
Well, that's access.
I guess a side conversation. As a collector, I don't like buying Ultimate Editions or Mega Dick Load Edition, whatever. Because most of the time it's just a digital code and you buy something. The only time I actually would do that was with like a statue or something physical.
The last thing I remember that we talked about a couple of years ago that you never got, that we were both kind of excited about, was the God of War one, where they had the statue with it.
I have God of War.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Now I remember.
It's not in here right now.
I was about to say, I remember it being around here somewhere. But yeah, the God of War one with the statue. Yeah. That one was worth it. In my opinion.
Oh, it's so cool.
You don't even need the game at that point just to enjoy the statue.
I see the handle to your Oculus up there.
Yeah?
What'd you do to the rest of your Oculus?
It's upstairs.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about new games coming out, Sony released a bomb of a... What the hell do they call it nowadays? State of Play. There we go.
Oh.
So every so often they show off what they're working on, whatever developers are working on for their platform. So this is everything that was announced during State of Play. Some of it doesn't have release dates. This is Day of the Driver for PlayStation. Death Stranding 2.
Oh my god, Walking Sim 2. On the beach.
Dragon's Dogma.
Stepping on the beach. Stepping on the beach.
I don't know if you guys like Dragon's Dogma.
That's another Capcom RPG I was talking about before.
Yeah. Foam Stars. This looks hella fun.
Foam Stars.
Hold up. I'll play a little bit of it.
That sounds like
Oh my. Foam with foam.
no Mario Party vibe music for at the beginning of the last.
It's like Splatoon, but with foam.
Oh my. And you get to surf on it, huh?
I guess so. I'm kind of hyped for
What the fuck?
it. Come on,
my
you know
goodness.
that's you.
Got an afro. This game is very Japanese. Kind of digging the music though. Not bad.
So today is the 3rd. That comes out in 3 days. And the cool thing about it, if you have PlayStation Plus, for free.
I do.
Day of.
I do have it.
I'm gonna play the absolute loving shit out of that game.
Okay.
It looks like Splatoon, but like a lot more jazz.
Very nice.
I'm more jazzed.
Hell yeah! I mean, you can fucking surf. You see the afro, dude?
Yeah,
That beard is
yeah.
honked out.
It's hard to deny the afro.
I can't deny the afro.
Show me Helldivers.
Oh, you want to see Helldivers?
Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, just kidding, Annie.
Apparently you're not old enough.
I'm gonna put a fake ass birthday. Oh no, sue me.
No, put your actual birthday and the last 4 of your social security.
Yes, and 3 numbers at the bottom of your card, please.
Why the 3? When you want the whole thing?
Bottom, you mean the back, right?
Yeah.
Helldivers looks insane. I don't think it's for me though.
This looks good.
Become a legend.
Nice.
I mean, it looks fun.
We take objectives together. That looks good.
Liberate the galaxy. One bullet.
I
at a
guarantee
time.
you we could get Cam to play this.
Oh, 100%.
Bert. Yes, destroy the bugs with a mech.
Ooh, February 8th. The beginning part of this year is insane. What Persona 3 just released yesterday. Last of Us Part 2 remake just came out last month. Listen, I know you guys might not be into like JRPGs or The Last of Us, but like that's my shit. The beginning of this year, and also next month is South Park Snow Day, and also Final Fantasy Rebirth.
I don't know if I like the animation style for Snow Day though.
It looks kind
It
of
looks
weird.
very Uncanny Valley.
It looks very weird, but I'm making everyone play it.
Ow.
Then Judas, I forget what this is, but
Oh, Judas is that one bad guy.
Yeah, he's the
Fantastic.
guy that made sure that the first Jesus died.
great. Legendary Tales, Metro Awakenings, another Metro game for VR.
That's
Nice.
interesting.
Rise of Ronin, if you into Souls games.
Eh,
Sometimes.
Now this was the
that sounds
bombshell.
good.
This is a playable teaser you can play now,
Oh shit.
It's new Silent Hill.
and Silent Hill 2.
But it's also like, isn't that also different than the original?
So I will show a little bit here. That's actually only about a minute long. Minute 40. Like, I watched this.
Maybe I can be like
And
her.
I was like, I shouldn't be surprised about the graphics. But I was like, holy fuck.
Totally different than the original.
Here goes.
I mean, it's been how much time between them?
About 30 years.
No. What?
Is this a dream?
That put you out of the time
Who's
frame.
there?
Maybe 20 years at least.
I was like, that put you out of the time frame.
What's with this place?
This looks insane.
Cherry blossoms bloom within the grasp of death.
Damn, that's freaky right there.
What are
That's
you
obscene.
hiding inside? Maya?
Oh, fuck.
Assert dominance.
It's not a true backroom demon unless the key closes first.
Well,
Ooh, that's gonna make Marshall poop himself.
oh, dude, I'm so. Oh my god.
We might have to play this as a group so we can scream together.
Yes.
We just come over,
God.
record, and scream.
Yeah, Marshall's definitely gonna poop himself.
Jesus
We'll
Christ.
start off the video with like, everybody make sure to use the restroom, right?
Hey, at least Silent Hill's coming back, making something actually scary. That's pretty good.
I already have it downloaded
Nice.
because it's free.
Of course.
I am so not looking forward to it.
You should stream
But
it when
I
we
am
get home.
so looking forward to it.
You should stream it when we get home.
I
so
don't
that
do-
we can watch.
I don't do well with like horror games or scary games.
Oh my
I just
goodness.
I'm not good with horror. And it's not that I'm gonna scream, it's that I'm gonna swing.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
show
not
us
gonna
the
try to
spiel
punch
on
We
Silent
have-
Hill 2.
we have an archive video of you playing Rush of Blood back in 2016.
Yeah, and then like I think after I kept dying and then like third time in a row, I was like, alright, fuck it, this isn't even scary anymore, this is aggravating.
I mean, Resident Evil 7 on the actual hard difficulty in VR is pretty terrifying.
Yeah, that game was in VR. Resident Evil like in VR was amazing.
Yeah,
It's
it is. It's pretty good.
I remember though, you were like, do I have to play it in VR? I was like, it was your idea. He's like, I know.
I also like the random Joey pictures just right there.
That's gonna be in the thumbnail.
That's Patrick.
So here's a little bit of the Silent Hill 2 remake. Again, holy fuck. I shouldn't be surprised, but the upgrade to the game is absolutely amazing.
Now, if only they kept the dog at the end. They better have kept the dog. That's the secret ending.
Just old classic.
The audio is so on point. Everything. It's so good.
Oh, nice. This looks like it's gonna be good. Can't wait.
Absolutely, like
Looks excellent.
I'm lost for words.
It's a beautiful polish up, that's for sure.
No release date yet, but
That definitely looks like it's going to be
best
good.
believe I'm buying that immediately.
Whoa.
Oh
That's
yeah,
kind of cool.
Oh no,
I haven't
look,
seen
it's,
Shadow on the faceplate of
it's-
a game in forever.
it's Sonic and cooler Sonic.
Edgy Sonic.
you want to
You
take
can
a
tell
look?
because he's more angled. No, absolutely not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just like I like Sonic games when I was younger and everything, But the thing is, like, I feel like Sonic games nowadays are just...
That's kind of what I was telling a friend of mine, that I can't get excited for 3D Sonic.
Sonic and
I
Edgelord.
can't. I actually like the platforming better in a way, but at the same time, like the platform, it didn't get a whole lot of great change. Like the last one, I remember a lot of people actually liked was Sonic Colors,
Yeah,
and because that one had like varying new abilities. That
I was gonna say
changed the
Generations.
gameplay. Generations was alright, yeah. Actually, what was that? Frontiers is that new one. I actually hear it has decent positive like reviews.
I heard that it was good for a Sonic game. And when you have to phrase it like that, it kind of like...
It makes you wonder.
The last Sonic game I played was the one where you could have the Chow Farm or whatever.
That was Adventure, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, I mean, the most important thing here is to say is that Sonic, where he turned into a werewolf, what was that one? That one, I don't remember, but that one was just bad.
Shadow the Hedgehog? No.
No, it was literally just Sonic, but he becomes like a were Sonic.
Yeah.
And it was bad.
I can
For
see
some
again.
reason he was stretchy too.
It just
and I'm just
wasn't
like,
that
what?
I can vision the cover art in my
I
head.
feel like it was Sonic.
Unleashed.
Yeah. And then there was another one that was actually really good that introduced Silver in it. That when you go into that one, it's like Silver goes back in time to try and kill Sonic because Sonic fucked something up that ruined the future.
Amazing.
That one was actually really good. I can't remember that one's name.
So, I'm excited for Stellar Blade.
What is it?
It feels... I'll let you have your own opinion after watching it, but to me, it feels like a more toned down Code Vein.
Oh, goodness.
That could be good. That could be good because some people they'll have to like headbutt Code Vein levels over and over.
And
over.
Code Vein is so good.
It's good, but it's hard.
Here we can... Oh, it's 6 minutes. We're not going to watch the whole thing.
An off-world colony. Players will take control of Eve, a member of the 7th Airborne Squad.
Very anime.
Her mission is to save the planet by defeating the Elder Natiba.
Combat looks good.
All we must do is complete the mission.
Yeah, that's what he was
While
looking
most
at.
of the 7th Airborne Squad is lost during their descent
Yes.
on the colony,
Combats look
Eve
very...
sees
Yeah, the combat looks great, bud.
born on Earth.
She has
Pursuit of
amazing
energy
combat
source
skills.
called hypersonic.
Yes.
Stay cautious.
Combat
It's
skills.
where the Alpha Natiba is.
So this
On the
must
front
be
and
Angel
back.
7.
God.
Lily, a member of the 5th Airborne Squad, provides engineering support.
Lily Artemis II. Then I can be your engineering support.
She puts her
But
technical
she has a great
knowledge to use
personality.
by upgrading Eve's equipment throughout the game.
I'm doing it right. I'm doing it right.
Please save my younger sister!
Wait right here.
Their requests will often lead her to the wasteland and the Great Desert. This place has been overrun by Natibas
Also, like a little bit of
and malfunctioning machines and robots.
Bayonetta feel.
Yeah, kinda.
A supply camp in a place like this.
You'll
like,
occasionally
God
find
damn,
supply
look at
stations
that
set up by
combat, bro.
previous airborne squads.
Jesus Christ. People have been saying, like, the asses in this game is on point.
Bro, I'm telling you, Overwatch has ruined it for some people. They made it to a
Acquire
point
new
where if
skills.
you're in a suit like that, you gotta have an ass popping.
Upgrade equipment, and
Need a
more.
male character with a fucking dumpy ass now.
She can also take a well-deserved
Yeah,
break to
dude.
restore
It'll
her
be
health.
Snake
Character
from Metal
with a
Gear.
big old dumpy ass.
It'll be
Right.
Snake from Metal
To
Gear.
think that the point of your
Yes.
existence
Yes.
is to snuff out another species.
Colonel.
Snake with the cake, bro.
Snake with a cake.
This is a double announcement. It's not listed here, but Until Dawn's getting a remake, or they called it a remaster, but they're putting it into a new game engine,
Really?
updating graphics, giving a new camera. So
it's
it
new Until Dawn, but also
there is a fine line between remake and remaster.
mhm.
Why are they remaking all these these
No,
games that
Until
aren't
Dawn
that
came
old.
out with like
It was
Like,
like near
did you-
launch PS4.
They
it
need
was like
to
15, 14.
16.
they need
17.
to remake like Ratchet and Clank or
They have Ratchet and Clank games that they dropped, but I don't think that there was new ones that they dropped.
or
Yeah,
Jack and Daxter.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank.
Jack and Daxter had a remake in PS3.
Yeah, they released a Ratchet and Clank for launch PS5. It's on PC now. Pretty dope.
I'm just saying those are the ones that should be remastered, not like.
But also, they're turning this into a horror TV show or movie.
I could actually see that one though because
Yeah, I could see that too.
this one played out very much like a fucking horror movie.
I remember going to damn, was that Gamers? There used to be like a game store in that little plaza by your old house that just randomly just stopped being there.
Yeah.
I think that was Gamers.
Yeah.
I remember going there, and it was like 2 days after getting my PS4, and I was like, I need Until Dawn. I've seen it. I've seen some stuff about it. I haven't seen anything about the story. I had to buy it, and I was not disappointed. This is one of my favorite surprises on that generation. It's really good.
I remember when you and Patrick were telling me, you're like, look, this is the scene where they get got. I was like, what do you mean? And then the chick literally gets pulled out from like the window or the door or
Yep.
something like that. Like she literally got got.
Right through the window.
They just grabbed her and yanked her ass to that shit.
I don't know if you guys are into a V Rising, but
Never heard of it.
I think that's pronounced rising.
no, V Rising.
No, I don't. There's no space right there. It's just
Yeah,
rising.
no, I don't see a space.
No idea what the fuck this is.
State of play. Oh no.
It looks like an anime.
Really?
There's a big bear, dude.
There is a
That's
big
pretty
bear.
Cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's probably the
He's
best
got a chain,
character.
dude. He's got a chain. The bear's got a fucking chain, dude.
Yeah. I like it when you call me Big Pop.
Yeah, for real. Holy shit, Papa Bear.
That's Biggie Bears.
Oh fuck yeah.
Biggie Paws. That's his name.
So I couldn't find the article I was really looking for. But The Last of Us Part 2 Remaster came out, obviously, back in January.
What about the one I found?
No,
So
so
that was really on. Sorry.
so the one you found was something different. It was the same that I was thinking about, but it was also different.
Yeah,
So- Cowboy butt sex is a real issue.
Oh my goodness. I'm a snack.
So, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, like, I played a little bit of it, and it's really cool. Let me sell you on it. So, if you already own it, it's a $10 upgrade. If you want to buy it outright, it's $40. But, this is what you get with it.
Extra lesbian scenes.
You have a problem with lesbians?
No,
Maybe.
you know.
He's just...
A lesbian killed my parents when I was a kid.
Oh my goodness.
And they also eat all the snacks.
This began his dark story.
So they give you 3 levels that were cut during production. So you can actually play, and it's like a pre-alpha state, so you can like watch them as like where they was in development at that time. So it's just kind of cool to like understand like because they actually have like the devs talking to you at the same time when you're navigating the level. So they like say this is why it was cut, but this is what they envisioned. This is why they did it, and it's just amazing to me because I also like I nerd out about knowing how things are made.
You know, Bioshock
And-
did a thing like that.
and reasons why they're made. They also, I haven't got to it 'cause I haven't finished it, but they also have a developer commentary throughout the whole final game.
I mean, aside from there being a joke about playing a documentary, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is,
I
but
was like, no, but like, there's a joke about it being playing a
there's a joke
documentary.
there.
But like, think about it. You're playing, like if this is a game that you really liked or a series that you really like, you're playing something that shows you the way that something you've enjoyed so much was made and done. The creative envisionment that these people had while they were working on it.
I was gonna say that they let you play as Joel longer just for you to lose him again.
there's a new mode in it. It's like I don't want to call it the equivalent to zombies, but it's kind of the equivalent to zombies. You can play as Joel if you want to. And a whole bunch of different side characters.
I'm happy they didn't actually make any changes to Joel.
I'm very mad that they killed him, though.
I understand that entirely, and in fact, a lot of people are mad that Batman got done in by Harley Quinn in the new game too. It makes sense for the setting and story.
For the
It makes so much sense.
I guess.
I remember
And
when I first played it.
Forsake that quickly just for a character.
That's why I said, I guess.
When I first played it, I called that.
I know
shit.
you want to play it because it's new, but
no, I want to play it because it looks fantastic.
We'll get to it.
We'll play Sparking Zero together, though, for sure.
You can't handle it.
Oh, I'm bringing it. I know I can't handle the smoke, but I'm gonna.
So I don't even think Suicide Squad is multiplayer.
Probably not.
Is it?
Like 92% sure.
Oh.
Well, either way, yeah, no. I'm down to kill the Justice League. They're being corrupted anyway. I don't give a fuck. There's so many instances story-wise of which they get their asses wrecked, or where they're the villains. It's like you can't just in one of these faceted multiverses of DC bullshit story writing imagine a world where the villains kill them.
I have to destroy you as Master Roshi and Sparking Zero.
So,
it's gonna happen.
Speaking of Suicide Squad, that you have been talking about a couple times so far today. No, you're good. You're good. Well, I was leading up to it. So Suicide Squad is kind of bombing.
Is it really?
People are not very happy with it.
I just don't understand. It looks great, actually.
So I've just pulled up a random article here, but my main point from I want to get to, it has 62 from critics and a 4.5 from users. Granted, gradings are not everything because it's down to personal taste. From what I've seen,
must be Deadshot.
It does. The game suffers from an identity crisis. It reminds me. Remember when we started playing the Marvel game that was live service? This is another live service game.
I'll give you some of that, but like I think, in my opinion, for the Marvel one, a lot of it was mainly. I feel personally the same. At first, I was wondering to myself, I was like, I don't understand why people didn't like the game. I thought it was alright. Then I got to the ending, and I was like, I hate this character now. And it's just, it took the ending for that to take it all away from me.
I hated Marvel so much, I could not finish it.
I didn't mind playing it through. I enjoyed the aspect of being able to play with your friends and actually go through and do
when it worked.
Skills and
I did not.
I didn't have issues with it. Me and Julio played that regularly for a while.
We played it together, and we was in that training room doing those challenges, and I kept on getting glitched through the wall underneath the fighting arena.
Oh,
if you remember that. But
that must have sucked.
A little bit. It's kind of hard to be useful when you're just taking out the action.
Yeah.
But Suicide Squad's not doing great.
I'm still gonna check it out. I'm gonna wait till there's a sale.
That sounds smart.
Yeah, but I mean, I just think I'm gonna give it the shot, and I'll let you know my personal thoughts on it. I'll even make a video on it if I have to. But if all the complaints that I'm hearing from it are mainly like story complaints, I'm gonna slap somebody because. Fuck you. DC does so many bullshit stories things sometimes too. I love them, don't get me wrong. But how the fuck is like Batman gonna get sent back in time by getting hit by an Omega Ray from fucking Darkseid?
No.
He's a regular human. That shit would just kill him.
That's true. It would obliterate him.
And it did, and like Darkseid didn't even know he got sent back.
Unless Batman was.
How do you not know what your own laser beams do?
Unless Batman was wearing some like special.
No, he just got hit.
Oh my goodness.
Well, yeah, like this one person was talking about there's a gameplay issue with it.
When did the game come out?
A couple of days ago.
Alright, well they can suck it because I mean listen, the game just came out. Now we're in a point where any game that just releases is almost guaranteed to get an update very quickly.
It's also just guaranteed to be buggy immediately. I don't know.
I don't want to
Legacy
hear
was the
gameplay issue complaints at least until like a week or two into
it. Their main issue with it is repetitive. So do with that as you will.
Listen, and because it's repetitive, report it. It gets fixed sooner. No longer an issue.
I was gonna say Hogwarts Legacy was probably the exception to that rule.
That shit had.
When it first came out, it wasn't that bad though.
It wasn't terrible, but it did get an update soon.
It's true.
Yeah, I think Hogwarts had a day one update.
But it was still.
I don't remember
good.
that far back.
I
Though.
liked it.
It was a great game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking the credibility or quality of the game.
Palworld was pretty good, but it's been updating like every week. So.
But it's an early access game.
That's
they
true,
advertise that to you.
It's
true.
also not
They did say
$70.
That is also true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but listen, there's been games that have had worse starts.
And listen, we all play
favorites.
GTA, and we all know we're gonna buy the new one when it comes out. So
No Man's Sky
Pointing right at it.
had a terrible start. Not
But
really
it's a
because
good
of
game,
that,
though.
but because of like being pressured and stuff. There's a whole story behind it. But they slowly built themselves up to be the game that they promised they were gonna be.
And now they're making another game.
Yeah.
Kind of excited to check that out.
I'm not gonna lie, I avoided Fallout 76 for about a year or two. After that, I started playing it, and then when I stopped viewing it so much as Fallout and more like radiated camping simulator, I enjoyed it.
Well, it wasn't even that. We played it on release, remember? Because we all played it.
For that though, because it was buggy as shit.
That's true.
It crashed a lot.
This is my Fallout 76 experience. Bought it day one, put it in the PlayStation, immediate 80 gigabyte update. go to work. I let it run for like a whole day. I was like, okay, well I'm going to play with my friends. Another 60 gigabyte update. I couldn't play it for a fucking week because my internet at the time was like terrible.
Oh my goodness!
It was.
You were on that McDonald's connection.
I was on that freaking Kmart connection, dude. But I was so mad.
Update after update roll out like that, and then after a while, it was just basically stacking data for it to eventually become good.
That's true, and it took them long. It took them a really.
Let's
long
also
time
be honest.
to make it
Another
good.
game that me and Link have grown to love, Cyberpunk, had probably one of the.
Oh
worst
my
starts
goodness!
in
Yeah,
most recent times.
according to most,
We did a
when that
video
game-
when
when
we
that
first
game-
tried doing YouTube back together as a trio about the fucking delays of Cyberpunk, and that was actually one of the ones that we were talking about how they were getting death threats and stuff like that because of the delays.
That video's still up.
Yeah. We talked about that. We talked about how annoying it was. We also talked about how we understand that, it takes time to develop. And I think I remember in that video I called out saying that even when it's going to release, watch it still be buggy as hell.
I still
And
think
it
they
was.
should have waited another 5 years at least.
I think they weren't working on it the entirety of the time that they said, because I remember that there was a couple times that they announced the idea of working on it, and then they announced they were working on it. So, I mean, I just think that maybe another couple of years, maybe 1 or 2, and it would have been fine on release. Because they were at the point where their world was basically finished.
Yeah, that's true.
And it took them another couple of years to release Phantom Liberty.
Yeah. But that actually made a lot of the past mistakes better.
Well, and that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to get at here, It's like
But it
each
shouldn't
one of these
take-
games has a potential to do it. And then, yeah, it shouldn't take...
It shouldn't take a DLC to make the game better.
Well, and that's why they made their updates eventually. And once they got through with the anime, they started doing the mods and allowing stuff. And it fixed a lot of the issues. And is it a good thing that mods fixed your issues? No. Is it a good thing that you're allowing mods to do so? Yes.
Yes.
CD Projekt Red has always been good with mods.
So I say I'm actually okay. Like, some games just have a bad start. Give it some time. Let them update. Look past some of the idiosyncrasies and your own feelings on some of these things, because sometimes it's about creative choice and going in a different direction. That's what Palworld did, and now they're fucking free.
Take that pen away from him.
just taking pens. But yeah, anything else that you guys wanted to talk about today?
What you got?
Pen.
I was about to say, what you got, about 2 centimeters?
Rude.
So yeah, we don't really have a lot much more else to talk about.
Short pod this week, unfortunately.
I mean, it's about 52 minutes. I'm gonna cut some of it out. Look, so we want to do some more videos. We just hadn't had a lot of chance lately. We appreciate you guys tuning in on this one, and hopefully we'll start churning out again.
For sure. As always, take care, dudes.
Have a good night.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.